life.
All right. So, what's your question? Want to operate this thing?
Morning, I was reading 4th Canto 29 chapter in the morning. Prabhupada, it's the peace.
Move it here, better. Move it here. Move
Now
this
camera
thing.
is
Oh, camera. All right. So, okay, tell me, can you hear me? Put the other one on also, speaker. Yeah, that's better. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, what's your question? Fourth canto?
4th Canto 29 chapter. Discussion between Narada Muni and Krishna. So the main point of Narada Muni was to preach to Krishna about leaving the home and going to the forest by stopping the karmakanda activities that he is doing. So in that Prabhupada, in one of the purport, wrote a bit strong words saying that foolish disciple, how many other times Guru saying to leave the home or to stop his activities, but still he continued his grihastha life and want to be devoted. So that is giving a kind of conclusion that it's definitely when we are living as a grihastha, like now you can see our life almost entire day goes in office only like this. Hardly morning and evening some appreciation we get. Is it really impossible for any grihastha, like working grihastha, go back to God?
According to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's possible. So the main thing is to, even you work or you don't work or whatever, is to make spiritual advancement. And that guideline Prabhupada has given, morning program. Then yeah, you go work. But because you're doing the strong morning program with devotees, you're getting spiritual strength. So as you maintain your spiritual strength, because even how much you try to work, also one day the company will tell you that's it. You cannot work forever. Your body will not allow you. See? So because your spiritual program is steadily growing, your fall back, as we say in English, fall back will be on your spiritual, uh, what we say, status. So as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told the Brahmin, you don't need to go out of your house. You stay and preach. So if you can maintain that, then it doesn't matter whether Vane Thakur, Grihe Thakur, Sada Hari Bole. So that's our point, because in Kali Yuga, venturing out is difficult. And plus, many people, it's not so easy for them to walk out of the family. So the solution is to make everybody Krishna conscious. So in fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, if you preach, then in that way I will always be there with you. That means you got God with you, then what's the problem? Why to go to the forest or jungle? So that's practical way. Of course, now you may be having difficult. Anyway, you just now started your Krishna consciousness. Not that you've been for years and years. Most of you are 5 years, 10 years, whatever. But as you go on, then you see situation may change. Nothing is permanent in the material world. But spiritual life is always permanent. That cannot be, I would say, traded for anything else. Because once you start your spiritual life, then it is the wheel of, it is said in this verse, no? I have shown this verse many times, no? I think this. view. Huh?
meeting.
Here, the real problem of life is the repetition of birth and death, which is like a wheel rolling repeatedly up and down. This wheel, however, completely stops when one is in touch with the Supreme Personality of God. Is it his point? So you are now in the process. You follow. Even you try to enjoy your material life, it doesn't work. You cannot because it doesn't flow. Your consciousness will not allow you. Okay, let's say you want to give up and go back. You think you can do it? It's not possible. So in other words, you are already programmed to take up the process. You understand? So you are in the process. You like it or you don't like it, you have been because of your past karma, so many things. You understand? So that independence of trying to be out of Krishna consciousness is very difficult. So even you try to enjoy material life, you will be suffering more. So why am I doing all these crazy things? You understand? So that's why it says the wheel stops. In other words, transcendental bliss realized from constant engagement in devotional service. One is completely liberated from material existence. Liberated means that you understand that you're not this body. Liberated doesn't mean you get four hands, four arms, and four. No. Liberation means you understand now your spiritual position. Krishna de dan. Jivere swarupa hoy, Krishna re nitya. You understand? And you're not only just understanding, you're also getting happiness. It is bliss, you're coming, you want to do. Yes, the same time you are entangled. So you just have to wait for you to grow out of it. Yeah? Therefore, my dear son, meditate, immediately begin meditating from the worshipping the super soul within. The main idea. Until you get to that stage where you have captured the Lord in your heart. That's a process. You understand?
But in that same purport, Prabhupada was saying that though foolish disciple does not leave his home or does not leave his current situation, Guru will chase him and follow him till he leaves his home, he leaves his materialistic activities. Like this, it has been mentioned.
You're fortunate. If you're fortunate. Not everyone is fortunate enough. Correct? Living home is not easy, bro. Especially when you get entangled with family. Not such that you just take your bag and walk out. Unless Krishna makes the arrangement, like see Prabhupada kids out. So if you're fortunate. In my case, exactly, I'm 50, my wife passed. Just have no choice. I honestly was thinking, oh, we will stay together, 90 years old, we will serve Krishna. I was all dreaming. You understand? So what Krishna going to do to you, to him, I don't know. Krishna's plan. Of course, the Guru's word is always there. You must be detached. Because family is attachment. The mind gets, you understand? But if all are cooperating, then what's the point? As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, stay and preach. If you're preaching, then Everybody is engaged in Krishna service. Then what's the problem? Just need the blessings of the Guru, no? Like how you go, husband, wife, open one temple, start the program, then what's the problem? Yes, you understand? So it's your choice, you know. Desire must come. Anyway, you cannot be even in family also up to some stage you're just going on. No, it's not that you really want to be there, you're just forced to be there. Correct. You had to go on, children had to grow and automatically had to do all these things. Yeah, is it not? So naturally the sense of detachment will come automatically. You follow? Because the taste is going for Krishna. You don't have to rush on it, you know. Now you just started your spiritual life, correct? The children are what? Still young. You gotta wait. Yes, yes. What are the questions all your group is asking? Uh, does it clear? Do what you can. Right now, you do what you can. You know. Well, this is how we see the spiritual life starts with Adao Shraddha, you know, and then Anartha Nivritti. Then you become what we say, Nishta, fixed. It takes some time, you know. You understand? Everything requires determination and practice and enthusiasm. Standard is there. You may not come there immediately, but you know this is what I should do. So that's important. At least you got direction. No, you're not lost. Yes. Now, suppose you stay outside now the temple, then that even one day to come here, so it won't happen. No. Yeah. Correct. Then you're repenting. Oh, today I didn't wake up. You know what a crazy guy. So you're crying. Yes, that's good. You're repenting. Oh, I want to try again. So as you keep trying, one day you become strong. You understand? As they say, Rome was not built in a day, you know.
Yes.
And when you become fixed up, then everything comes. Taste comes, attachment comes, then the bhava, then the prema. But it takes time, you know. Especially the work culture is so demanding here. If you cannot work, you have to go home. Finish. Is it not? Correct? And that's even painful because you got association, you're trying to stabilize, then suddenly you're disrupted everything else. So again, that's also there. So in the meantime, whatever you can, as they say in English, make hay as long as the sun is shining. In. That means whatever you can, you do. Increase your, sadhana. Because priority, the first thing you have done right is that you have moved closer. You were all scattered everywhere. Yes, you have moved closer. So that's again one step. Correct. And now you're coming to do service. Here's another step. Yes. So you see, you're building it up. And then one day you find that you have the strength. Yes, I will go. I will do. Then that's determination. Because when you start something like that, that's 24 hours work. There's no more question of family, this, that. Yes, because you have to wake up, Mangalarti, you have to cook, you got to, it is very demanding. So you may think that, oh, I become full time and more relaxed. There's no such thing. Yes. Got to raise funds, you got to do the festivals, you got to, take criticism, you got to preach, you got to be enthusiastic. So much, it requires a lot of strength. Yes. That is spiritual life. So you have to be prepared for that. Or at least you are in a community, that's even better. Everybody help each other. You detach yourself alone, then challenging. Unless you can create the group, you got the strength. Very good. You understand? Householder. Then not only that, you want to do, your wife want to do or not. That's again another question. And then you want to do, your wife want to do, your child want to do, also again question. So there's a lot of sacrifice. You understand? So, so for now, do what you can. You can wake up 3 times, good. You can wake up, good, try. You cannot, then what to do? Okay, tomorrow try again. Yes. Got time to read, read. No time, know what to do. Or you hear. You understand? This is how we are doing challenge. At least I become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, Maya will come. Maya is so easy, Oh, finish. Yes.
When we constantly engage in the service, that time itself, controlling the mind is not using. But if this way, like only morning coming, then whole day outside, then how long it will take you?
No, but even though you have this, but you still got a place to fall back. Like you see, you go out, you'll be disturbed. But the moment you come here, your mind is pacified. Even you guests come in the evening also. Just immediately you feel, you understand, the modes of mental nature is gone. The effect. That's why temple it is a must to go morning, evening, at least you go. You understand? Safeguard is there. Never gives. Let's say there's no temple. Let's say you are in some country, you're all alone. Then how? Yeah, very difficult. Understand? Because to maintain your spiritual program alone is a big challenge. You can get distracted very easily. Yes. So whatever you got, make back to you. At least you come here, temple is here, prasadam is here. Not that you have to go, you have to cook, you have to open the curtain, you have to do.
What is your end goal?
Huh?
What should be your end goal? What should be your
End goal is to capture Krishna in your heart.
I mean, if we go in this place, looks like in this life we cannot.
That's what you think. That's why this movement is called a mercy movement. Even though you say you cannot, but because you have Prabhupada, by His mercy, you understand? That's what we are now here. Just hold on to His dhoti, as He say. At least you got again Him to fall back. Bona fide Guru. Suppose I say you go and take all this ISKCON, then what will happen to you? That way it's finished, this way it's finished, every way is finished. But this way you're not going to be finished. You got hope. So long as you follow the 4 principles and chant 16 rounds, Prabhupada said, I'm ready to take you back. You understand that? This is mercy of the Guru. But that doesn't mean that, oh, he will do, I will sleep. No. That we should not do. We should try. Trying is very important. Yes. As Prabhupada said, we all must fly and flap the wings. If we think we no need to fly, then what will happen? Yes?
Qualification to go back to Godhead is love of God.
Huh?
The qualification to go back to Godhead is love of God. Then, if a person has not come to that platform, but like you said, he's standing 16 rounds or doing qualifications, he can go back
Yes.
without love of God also.
Yes.
Go back to God.
Yes. That is why the mercy of Guru is so important.
Is it like the Guru will give the love of God and then take us back?
The Guru is recommending to Krishna, this is my man, you please help. That's all. Because the Guru is saying now, then you are. Understand? So you have to please. That's why the whole program is to please the Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasad. You understand? There's one time one boy was oversleeping, Mangalarti or never attend. Then he went on the car, he's sitting on the car, it happened in Malaysia. Then he chanted mentally, Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna. And Prabhupada in the front, Prabhupada. Moment you chant the name of the Guru, everything is forgiven. Prabhupada said that to him. You understand?
Someone is repeatedly committing an offense, breaking his promise and vows, but he sincerely repented, but due to it, maybe it's unfortunate or something. So he still get the mercy of the Guru.
Definitely, if he's trying. Essentially, a trying means definitely he will get. Understand? But if purposefully doing, then that's another thing. You understand? You must try, try, try. One day, just like the story of one king, he was lost the battle and he saw in the cave, Then he saw one spider trying to jump, he fell down, dying, fell down. 47 attempts, the spider succeeded. Oh, that gave him inspiration. He went out and fought again, and then after some time he won. So inspiration, you follow. So that's how we should, understand this. But if you stay with devotees, then you will get the strength. Some more or less magic with devotees. Because examples are there, motivation is there, encouragement is there. You always need that. You know encouragement, who fall down for sure, no? Somebody might say, don't worry, you okay, no? You can. And then you see them doing, then you also get inspired. You understand? So, but the top man sleeps, everybody sleeps, then how? They will not work. I cannot do, but I know I want to, I want to, I want to get strength and serve. You follow? This is how motivated.
But even to get that strength and to nullify our offenses is something like our karma or other things also activate. Like somebody quickly accused that
Devotees got no karma. Devotees have no more karma. After initiation, no more karma. But if sometime Krishna puts karma-like thing to him to make him learn, understand? Like, this is not good. He repeatedly wants to do. Then Krishna had to do something to break that. You understand? Krishna's way, both ways. Krishna is trying to help the soul. There's that popular saying, you take one step, Krishna takes nine. Devotional service is like that. It's the mercy movement. It's not by your strength, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. If Krishna wants, tomorrow you take you back to Vaikuntha, you have to go on this thing. Yes, if Krishna wants. But the problem is that we don't want. It's not Krishna, it's us. How much time we are wasting? You say you got no time, you got this. But you see how much time you make a record? How much time you wasted? Yeah? Yeah. So it's because our desire, no, it's not. So to come to that stage, that's first class stage, that Nirantara, the word. Nirantara means, you want to read that? You can see the word Nirantara. It is in 16. You type the word Nirantara, you will get 16 something.
1672 Prabhu Madhya.
Madhya, 16? See, this word is, explain what is the meaning of this word Nirantara. Huh?
The purport is
Vichara Lankara, 72. Where is that?
no, 16 dot.
RD, this is RD.
Madhya.
So here in this word you can see
Actually, it came after Krishna.
the word. Krishna Nam Nirantara Yanhara Vadane Te Vaishnava Shrestha Bhajatan Haracharan. So this word Nirantaraya, incessantly, So here Bhaktisiddhanta, he explained this word. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that any Vaishnava who is constantly chanting the holy name of the Lord should be considered to be attain the second platform of Vaishnavism, Madhyama. Such a devotee is superior to a neophyte Vaishnava who just learned to chant the holy name of the Lord. A neophyte devotee simply tries to chant the holy name, whereas the advanced devotee is accustomed to chanting and take pleasure in it. Such an advanced devotee is called Madhyama Bhagavat, which indicates that he has attained the intermediate stage between the neophyte and the perfect. Generally, a devotee in the intermediate stage becomes a preacher. A neophyte devotee or an ordinary person should worship the Madhyama Bhagavata, who is the Vya medium. Okay, here. The word Nirantara meaning without cessation, continuously or constantly, is very important in this. The word Antara means interval, and if one has desires other than desire to perform devotional service, in other words, if one sometimes engage in devotional service and sometimes tries for sense gratification, his service will be interrupted. Pure devotee therefore should have no desire other than to serve Krishna. He should be above fruitive activity and speculative knowledge. The Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anya Vibhakita Sunyam Jnana Karma Dhyanam Anukulena Krishna Silanam Bhakti. This platform of pure devotional service, one should not be motivated by fruitive activity, mental speculation, but should simply serve Krishna fairly. That's first class devotion. Another meaning of Antara is this body. This body is an impediment to the self-realization because it's always engaged in sense gratification. Similarly, Antara means money. If money is not used in Krishna's service, it is also an impediment. Antara also means Janata, people in general. Association of ordinary person may destroy the principles of devotion. Similarly, Antara may mean greed to acquire more money or enjoy more sense gratification. Finally, the word Antara also means atheistic ideas, by which one considers the temple deity to be made of stone, wood, or gold. All these impediments, the deity in the temple is not material, it is the supreme personality of God Himself. Similarly, considering the spiritual master and ordinary human being, Guru Su Naramati is also impediment. Nor should one consider a Vaishnava a member of a particular caste. Nor should a Vaishnava be considered material. Charanamrita should not be considered ordinary drinking water, and the holy name of the Lord should not be considered an ordinary sound vibration. Nor should one look on the Lord Krishna as an ordinary human being, for he is the origin of all Vishnu. One should Nor should one regard the Supreme Lord as a demigod intermingling in the spiritual with the material causes. One to look on transcendent as material and mundane as spiritual. This is all due to poor fun of knowledge. One should not consider Lord Vishnu and things related to him as being different. All this is offensive. In the Bhakti Sandarpa, Srila Jiva Goswami writes, Mamaikam Yasya Vachi Smaran Patakata Yadav Dehat Ravinadi Nimiktataha Prashpashandata Sabdena Cha Dasha Aparad Lakshayanti Pashanda Maya quotation. In this verse beginning, Mamaikam Yasya, we find the word Pashan, lawlessness. The word literally indicates misuse of one body or property. But in that verse implies that the 10 offenses in the Lord's holy names in each of the leads to such corporate behavior. Mayavadis look on Vishnu and Vaishnava imperfectly due to their poor fund of knowledge, and this is condemned. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 11 to 46, the intermediate Vaishnava is described. The intermediate Vaishnava is to love God, make friends with the devotees, instruct the innocent, reject jealous people. These are the four functions of Vaishnava in the intermediate stage. So Sanatana Goswami thought, Shadavan Janahaya Bhakti Adhikari Uttama Madhya Kanista Sada Anusari. This is the word. Nirantara. This is the word.
That Nirantara is Lord.
Huh? So, okay, you understand that word Nirantara. So, you understand Antara. Huh? Antara, Nirantara. So, Antara means anything other than Krishna. Not spending time with Krishna, having other desires, karma, jnana, all these are all considered as different from Krishna. Antara, different. Nirantara, non-different. You understand? So if you are Krishna conscious, then you cannot have even wasting time, always using it for Krishna's service. That's the idea of the word Nirantara. Nirantara, freely, without cessation, always, continuously. So when we do that, then our life. But even though we cannot do it, like this is example of a Bhagavad. But if you are in the process, if you follow, then you will also come to it. It says you follow the pure devotee, you will also become pure. It takes time. So gradually, as Prabhupada used the word, gradually. Cannot expect, I mean, just to chant alone takes 20 years. I mean, that is if you do every day, if you break up and, then how many more you'll become, longer time. Anyway, I'm sure you all are making good progress. Yes. The questions?
When it comes to taking food outside at night, when devotees travel, they could not get prasad. That means that they can take the gym food outside.
You have to see if it's a clean place. Then you can pay for it and you don't have the reaction.
So in that situation, we get two options, right? One is the different temples, they also put onion hotel. Which one is preferred?
No onion garlic food. Many demigods.
We cannot take demigod prasad.
But taking a hotel is okay, than taking
It's
the
also not good. Huh? Jain food. You become a Jain. So you want to choose whether you become a demigod worshipper, become a Jain, or you become. I mean, if you are that's the worst. If you are strong, even you eat contaminated food, you can burn it off. If you're strong, I can take out the verse. I think is 11:7 something. Yeah, all the beef thing inside you offer, eat. So what you can do? But if you are spiritually very strong, then you. Prabhupada was traveling initially in the train and he bought the samosas with onion and he gave to all the devotees. How, what do you say? So if you are caught in a situation and what to do? What do you want to do? Right? If you can fast and wait, right? You cannot, then try. If you can take fruits or you can take. Usually we buy the sweets and all because that Brahmins are cooking quite good. Or some chapatis and something, rice, whatever, for the time moment. It's not that you do that every day, then that's something wrong then. You understand?
by even meat eaters, any other religion, meat eaters also making the street and selling the shops, and still buy and get.
You have to find out whether the guy is clean or not. Usually, sweets are made by Brahmin India.
They all are prepared. Muslims also
Of course, you see the Muslim sign, no? The Muslim fella will put the sign, no? Yeah, why you go there?
Offer to Krishna, you can engage someone outsider making the sweets. You can make them prepare.
Because Prabhupada gave the sanction, we buy sweets outside to offer the deities in the morning. Brahmin shop, no problem. But now Brahmin also cooking eggs. Iyengar bakery, I saw eggs. So times are changing. I mean, you got to use your intelligence, how you motivate, how you move. So you know you're going on a trip, you plan yourself, correct? You pack something that you can use from the trip. And oh, nowadays he was telling me, what's his name? Pavan, that you can order for the food even in the train.
There is one app called Ryan. So every city has devotees. They will choose some 2-3 numbers, devotee numbers. You can call them and they will deliver you to the time. So that is not available in this shop.
Huh?
Specific station they have now.
That also another problem. The food is offered to the guru. So what do you want to do?
No, there are few cases like some Bengaluru people also registered even our next temple.
Anyway, I leave it to your discretion. What do you want to do? What do you want to just?
when we take this shop, it's the fact that it's on the side. Some people outside are very questions. You can take that one, why you don't take the one which is prepared in the book. How to answer. Yeah, taking the packed one. That is also prepared by human beings, right? They are not the devotees.
You just say the Prabhupada has given us permission to buy sweets from a shop practically cooked by some Brahmin. But hotel, usually the person who cook may not be a devotee, maybe a meat eater also. So that's why we avoid taking from there. But if the hotel has some Brahmins are cooking, then there's no problem. Because usually why? Because Brahmin they do some puja, Shalagram puja at least. So if he does that worship, then no problem. That's why the sannyasis they also travel and they will eat from such houses, Brahmin. Of course, they also got class, which kind of Brahmin they will take. Not any kind of Brahmin they will take. You understand? No? This is the rule that been. But now Kali Yuga, there's no more this thing. They are not even doing any more puja. So what's the big problem? So you have to counter that by at least going to a devotee's house, something. The
Again,
next
when
thing.
we do not have our function. Again, there are options to do. So can we take or not? When we have we take in Govinda.
I mean, it's between you dying and not dying, then your choice, no? If you think you don't need to take, you can still live, then all right, no. But you think you have to die, you're going to die, then eat something now. Yes?
Like maybe already planned. But I don't think they offer to go one, they offer to pay to no. So once they go down,
Huh?
whenever we all go down here, every one of us taking Islam Prasadam.
Then don't go down that road. You make your choice. I think you have to sometime adjust. It's not a very big thing. If you're taking and then you cannot chant and all that, then is the problem. Yeah, correct. You take the food and your mind is very disturbed, then you have a problem. You don't take the food. You have to see now. Correct? Like I was eating this pickles from outside the shop. And then I eat it, I get very big disturbance. I stop eating that. I don't eat anymore. So like that. You understand? So you know your mind how it goes.
The groceries are getting contaminated Prabhu. We feel. If I go near my local shops where they put all the meat and the grocery like peanut or cashew, whatever is open. So they will be touching here and we will be touching that. Big or not. Then I started thinking in the shop what is this because it's right, it's being handled in the shops where the meat is being handled. Some people stop writing their books. So it's all getting contaminated. How we can take it?
First, media data. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of Krishna Syam,
What to do? Your air you breathe also contaminated. Your neighbor house is this guy is cooking or that guy cooking, everything smell.
morning we are dressing, we get strong. Strong, we cry.
What audience is like to walk in front of Krishna, we going to the shop or the cafe. All the meat smell will be coming.
There's only one thing to do, chant,
Prabhu, is that true if we smell it is like coffee then?
coffee.
No,
It is off
if we smoke, no. If somebody smokes, if they also redden,
Yeah, you get affected because this is second-hand smoke, they call it. You go into your lung, you get affected.
Similarly, the meat smell comes right. It happens to breathe that smell. That is like of eaten.
If you are rejecting it, that means it's a good sign. If you are relishing it, that's going to be. You understand? That means if you're rejecting means you are purified. You're rejecting the mode. This is all lower mode. But if you are accepting, wow, I miss this, I think that's dangerous, You understand? So by this you can understand how you are progressing. You are rejecting the lower modes. You understand? That's how you see. Everything in your mind should dovetail you to a understanding or linking with Krishna. Then you're all right. But if you do something and your mind is deviating from, then that's not so good. That's how you check your Krishna consciousness. You follow? Yes? Everything is bad. No, Kali Yuga, what is good? Is it? Ocean is this. Nothing good here. What is good? Tell me. Apart from the temple, devotees and all, what is good? Even your office all contaminated. And they have to sit there, you have to listen their nonsense. And they talk only nonsense. It's very disturbing sometimes, painful. And if you don't sit there, you have another big problem. You lose your job. Yeah? Anti-social. Wow.
already all of us got that.
Whatever is day is for them is night for us. Correct? So what to do now? Either you want Krishna or you want. It's difficult to draw a line. That's why ultimately we sacrifice, want their nonsense. That also makes you become stronger, detached. Or you want to compromise, again another thing. So it's okay, it's never mind. Okay, I'll just take the vegetable. You understand? So this is how Krishna also is testing you to see how you are determined. That is, Krishna is in the heart. No, he's not. Whether you are becoming weak or you're becoming more strong. For his sake, you're rejecting. And Krishna is also saying, yes. Or for just trying to be nice, you are accepting. And that also Krishna is saying. Correct? That's why it says in this verse.
Yeah.
165 is it?
Just one person.
One 168 maybe. So here you can see in this verse, a devotee must not cherish any desire other than serve Krishna. He should not offer worship to demigods or mundane personalities. He should not cultivate artificial knowledge, which is devoid of Krishna consciousness, and he should not engage himself in anything other than Krishna consciousness activity. One must engage all of one purified sense in the service of Lord. This is favorable execution of Krishna consciousness. This is the standard, you know. So you have to understand how much, and to do all this you need strength, That's the most important. And then that's why we say don't associate with non-devotees, because you become weak, Your determination, enthusiasm, all will go down. It's all right, no, everybody doing, no, what the harm. Your mind start thinking, how can it be bad? I mean, you say all these people are going to hell. You see, all this kind of thinking come in your mind. You understand? That weakens your determination. Because you're with them. You're thinking it's all right. You follow. Very dangerous. Because they're not all right. You understand this point? And then you start, everybody is doing, how can all of them be wrong? The argument, you mean to say, especially this rascal Mayavads, you mean to say all the gurus are wrong, only you right? The argument, all the gurus are wrong except your guru only. Huh? How? You understand? So just all these speculations comes. That's why Prabhupada said, everybody is wrong, only we are correct. We are good, everybody is bad. You understand? So that kind of conviction. How to get that? You see, you must be determined that only Krishna consciousness, nothing else. They will call you fanatic, no, they will call you anything, no, but even you also join them, they still will call you something. How they will never stop calling you. Why we care for them? That's why there's a verse, when you become indifferent to all that is said and all that is spoken, then you know you advance. That's also a verse here. When a person realizes you, he no longer cares about his good and bad fortune arising from past pious and sinful acts. Since it's you alone who control this good fortune and bad fortune. Such a realized devotee who also disregard what ordinary living beings say about him. Disregards. Every day he fills his ear with your glories, which is recited in each age by unbroken succession of Manu's descendant, and thus you become his ultimate salvation. You understand? It is regard, he doesn't care. You follow? That's how you see. Make progress. You don't care. Because you're going on with your work. Well, who cares, what you say, what you say? Huh? I know, so many people criticize. Actually, I don't have any good name outside. All criticize. I send all the devotees to distribute books in the Little India. And every day they come back and tell me, I met this guy, he was screaming at your name. So, what to do? But we didn't care. Now where are they and where are we? Correct? Shamelessly will come to Rath Yatra and eat our food also. And then speak back. These are the kind of person. Right? You understand? So we have just like the parent, they don't care what the child, they do something only good for them. The child will be screaming, correct? You understand? So we just move on. Cannot, as they say, vox populi. That's the word, right? Huh? For popular demand. We don't do that. That's what ISKCON is doing. What the people like, they want to do. But that's not our what Guru and Krishna want, we will do. What people want, we don't want to do. You understand? That's our society. And we make it. That's why we are not popular with the Hindu guys here. Why? Why they don't like us? Because we don't play their cards, no?
Because we don't do Saraswati. We don't do Shiva.
Even people call, I want to do this puja. You say no. Can we do marriage here? I say no. Why I should allow marriage and all? Why? You understand? So different. But for devotees, yeah. You understand? Devotee house program, yeah. For Karmi house program, would you go there? How? Not that simply you go there, no. You also taking the karma. You understand? It's not something you want to use struggling already, chanting and all. You want to add some more karma in your think? Yes. You understand? Yeah, of course we take some risk, but not so stance. So unpopular, what to do? Yes. Any other questions? You always have so many questions.
Krishna is born from Ishwara, Dravidian worship, right? So, actually, Ishwara Maya, Krishna, Ishwara Maya knows. Actually, she delivered baby.
She did not know. She was. It says in the Bhagavatam that because of the child delivery, she was exhausted. She fell asleep. She did not know it was a boy or a girl. It's explained in the Bhagavatam. She be not unconscious. She tired, too tired, exhausted. You understand? She did not know whether it's a boy or a girl. So Vasudev came and changed. He did not. She did not know. So he came. I mean that's all arrangement of Krishna Yoga Maya. Who? It was a dark, stormy night. Everyone was sleeping. The god fell asleep. Right? He crossed the Yamuna, brought until he went and put the chain back. Then the crying started. Then everybody woke up. You understand? So there was how many hours to go come back? You understand? So until then, Krishna's Yoga Maya covered everybody. That's why Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj, Krishna, when he went to Mathura, he went also to there. They still cannot accept the fact that he is gone, to the. He was crying all life until he became blind. You understand? So it is because that is how the mood is. If they know Krishna is God, then cannot do the leela. They don't know. Sukapo Devo. What is the verse? Yeah, you know the verse? Sukapa. Sukapo. Tan something. So this is how you understand Krishna consciousness. Because the mood in Vrindavan is different. They know Krishna as the government. Huh? Okay. What is the verse? Yeah, that's the one. What is the number?
10, 9,
10:9, huh?
Yes. 20.
Huh? 21. Yeah, Nayam Sukapu Bhagavan, Deyanam Gopika Sutta. See? Jnaninam Chadma Bhutanam Yata Bhakti Matam Iha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the son of Mother Yasoda, is accessible to devotees engaged in spontaneous loving service, but is not easily accessible to mental speculators, those striving for self-realization by service of certain penance, or to those who consider the body the same as the self. You understand this? Only the devotees they understand. So this is important. Otherwise, Vrindavan Leela cannot happen. Even though Krishna does all those very amazing things, will carrying, they still think that he is an ordinary person. You understand? They think because of Narayana he helped him. They don't know he is the Supreme Personality of God.
But why did you choose only that place?
Huh?
Why did you choose only that place?
Vrindavan. That you have to ask him. Because when they come, they bring the spiritual world. So they call it Bauma Vrindavan, because it is there. And then you have the original place there. So unless he comes, if he comes, he must come everything, no? His place, his devotee, everybody must be there, no? Correct? Suppose you come to Singapore, how you nobody knows who is this person, right? So he has to do his leela with everybody around. Then it fits in, You understand? Some devotees must be there to help him, no, to do his leela. Because he can do everything, but still, there must be a father, there must be a mother, there must be friends, there must be, the gopis, all encourage. So when he comes, he brings everybody down. And when he goes back, he brings everybody. No, everybody is there. See, there is spiritual world, I see nectar devotion, there is Mathura. Now this Vrindavan, Mathura is there. Then you have Dwaraka, no, Vrindavan, Mathura, Dwaraka, 3 places. You understand? The Leela is in these 3 places. But the topmost place is Vrindavan. Then next is Mathura. Then the next thing is Dwaraka. So Krishna is there in all these places, and Krishna's relate those who are in Dwaraka Leela, they are there. Devaki, Vasudeva, all these queens. Then those who are in Mathura is also there, and then those who are in Vrindavan. See? So he is there in all these places.
Why have they gone through so much pain and they didn't enjoy Krishna's shape pastime? They have gone through a lot of pain, right? And Yashoda Maya got blessed with Krishna. What did it do?
Because Vasudeva and, I'm sorry, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they are topmost devotees. You understand?
Then Krishna
Just like Radharani, she's topmost. And they all are like, what do you call it, Nitya Siddha. Whereas Vasudeva, Devaki, they are not, they are devotees who did tapasya. You follow? Whereas Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they are eternally going with Krishna wherever Krishna goes. You follow? Whereas Vasudeva and Devaki, it says that they did tapasya so many years, so their position is different. So according to their, just like among the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Thakur, they are Nitya Siddha, the others are not. You understand? So different people ruled. Like his Prabhupada said, Arjuna and Kunti, they go with Krishna all the time. Others may not. You understand? So Krishna to Arjuna, You've taken many births. I know you don't know. So Arjuna is going with Krishna all the time. You understand? Kunti also the same. But not everybody. Different souls will take different roles.
Not Pandavas did follow in all the paths, only Arjuna was.
Some maybe you will become the next Pandava. Who knows? Yes. Yes or no? So that position. But Arjuna's position is something that you cannot occupy that.
Nara, Nara.
You cannot be a Radharani. That's not possible. So certain positions, and they are required because intimate, that you cannot give to the like Balaram position. That's only Krishna's expansion. Other souls you cannot do because the soul's tendency is flickering. They may serve and they may not serve. You understand? They are in the what marginal platform. They can also boycott. But the expansion of the Lord, no, they will always rigid. You understand? That's why He has got all His Swamsa expansion. And He got Vinayamsa, that is the living entity. Just like us, why we are here? We revolted. There's no other word for that. Misuse of independence. But the Lord's expansion, the Nitya Siddhas, when they come, they don't do that. They are always Krishna conscious, 24/7. You understand? They're special. So we have to understand that some souls, that Nitya Bada, Nitya Siddha. They never forget Krishna at any point of view. That is Nitya Siddha. Prahlad Maharaj, all these different souls. So such souls are also required because you want to teach others how. If you bring some like ISKCON now, some guy become guru and next day he's fallen down. How you do? Complete faith will be destroyed. Yes? How you can maintain your faith? Tell me. Not possible. So you need somebody who is in that category. Never fall down. Solid. If Prabhupada fall down, then what happened? Finish. Correct? So Prabhupada understand that this is happening, so he made the arrangement. I'll still be here. You come to me. You understand?
Prabhupada he came here to save us.
He said that Krishna asked him to come. He refused to come. He said it's too much austerity. He said, no, you just go and write books. And Prabhupada was not doing so much austerity. He was always eating rasgulla, gula. All his god brothers are fasting like anything day and night. It's different. You understand? So he refused to come and Krishna asked him to come, write books, and that's his contribution, writing. That's what
He come again.
I heard this when I first joined, they were telling me. I don't know where the verse is, but that's proper. And naturally you can see also by his potency. I mean, you also trying to preach. I am also, how many devotees are there? Mostly nobody is even interested. Yeah, to make one guy a devotee, how headache. See how he made so many people. That's the symptom of a empowered person. The verse is here.
Seven. Click that.
Kali Kalera Dharma Krishna Nama Sankirtana. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Tara Pravartana. Is it? The fundamental religious system in the age of Kali is the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Unless empowered by Krishna, one cannot propagate the Sankirtan movement. Unless empowered, cannot. It's not so easy. How to do it? Tell me. Here we are doing. See how difficult. Indians, even Indians also, correct. So you need some special power to preach. Preaching to meat eaters is the most difficult. Vegetarian to preach is easier. But if he's a meat eater and you make him a devotee, you must be a empowered person like Satyavesh Avatar, somebody, Vishnu category. That's a verse also for that. Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was speaking about Advaita Acharya. Huh?
Just few verses out.
Antya.
Yeah.
7?
19.
Oh, same place, huh? Yeah, correct.
In search, we can type Antya space 719.
Yeah, it will come now, shortly now. The 719 is a very popular verse. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. But I just changed it to 718. Yeah. He is such a great personality that by his mercy he can convert even the meat eaters, Malachas, to devotional service of Krishna. Who therefore can estimate the power of his Vaishnavi? It is extremely difficult to convert a Malacha, a meat eater, into a devotee of Lord Krishna. Therefore, anyone who can do so is situated in the highest level of Vaishnavi. Not easy. A meat eater, you preach to them, it's difficult. But if it's a vegetarian and you preach, easily you can make him. You understand?
Reach to meeting us not
Huh?
knowing this, we should talk to them or not.
We try. I mean, we are potent for sure.
Because we are not potent,
So that's why we give proper books. Our preaching is to give the books. No? What is the use of our preaching? No potency. I mean, I don't know about my. You definitely have more potent than me, but the whole idea is to give the book. If it's the property, even touch also is like it. Huh? Huh?
they don't take
Give him prasadam. At least it starts somewhere, no? Yeah. This is not just one life. Yavanam, Janmanam, many lives. Not so easy. As also you say, who? Somebody must have helped us somewhere in the line, right? You mean you just took birth and you became. Correct? I remember first time someone tell you also you're not interested. This is nonsense, this Hare Krishna, right? Negative. Yes. So yeah, somebody has to push you. Then you wake up. Yes. So she says you have done devotional service previously, not break principle. Then yes, you take up. That verse, no? 7:28. Yesham ta antagata papam jananam Punya karma. Punya karma you have to do. Yes. So you have to be right. Not so easy to become. Actually, not you decide also. Krishna decides whether you can become a devotee or not become devotee. You understand? Selection is by, and that's why we have to take shelter of the devotee by their mercy. I mean, if it's not for Prabhupada, I don't know about you, I definitely will not be sitting here for sure. I mean, how did the question? Because there are also all these crazy guys, no? Sai Baba, Ali Baba, there's so many guys. Understand this one? And their group is very big. Yes, so bhajan here, bhajan there, bhajan everywhere. Yeah. So you see how you can be distracted. But to become a devotee, special. I mean, in my case, I remember in those days, this Sai Baba bhajan was everywhere. My neighbor was Sai Baba. Say, why don't you go there? I went one time when I saw, but I didn't go in Perumal temple. I just stand outside and I saw. I didn't like it. I went back home. That was my saving grace. If I had gone inside and Jai Ram, you understand? It's fortunate. Now I don't know. Now I think they are also around. No, huh?
Beside that Rama,
They're
they are
chanting.
small to big.
The time of in Perumal temple, the whole group every Thursday,
Yeah.
full house, as though it's like a national event like that. Chinese also there, every guy, and everybody like to go there to sing. Everyone want to show off their singing thing, no? And sitting down, and everybody smiling at each other. Some bogus, no? And then go home and eat meat for nothing. When I started, nobody came. Hare Krishna, bogus. So much opposition to us. Even now, understand? I don't catch anyone who comes to Krishna conscience fortunate. Yes.
So what should be our mood like? How should we present like someone?
Before we go, we pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please help us. Without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, mercy is difficult to. Because sometimes we get puffed up, oh, I'm going to go out and deliver the fallen souls. And then you try and try and try, and nobody comes. But when you surrender like this, then Krishna sends. You understand? That's a trick of Sankirtan. Anyway, that's how we learn, no? We have become puffed up, 2 verses, we think we will become big pandit, no? Oh, so much years of training. Everything is training. I tell everybody not to preach. I tell them, you say, please help us. We are needing money for our programs here, that. Please help us. And he gives, then you give him a book. If you try to go there, this is Krishna conscious, Krishna is God, and he'll say, please give. So you don't, I teach this to all the devotees, even in Russia. They difficult, so they go sell also one book all day and come back. I say, you don't do like this, you do like this. You understand? You just don't talk about the book. You just say, please help us. We need to fund for our children program, cow program, seeding program. Like this, we say, oh, donation, na? You say, yeah. And he gives, then you give him a book. You see, if he give you more, you give a big book. He give you less, give a small book. Understand? That's how we do. Because the book will do every talking. If you try to preach on the book, definitely you will not take the book. You are just, and you get frustrated. Every guy you,
Most of them know about Bhagavad Gita. It's not a what's there is like so if you have to study Bhagavad Gita,
I won't waste my time. I won't waste my time. I just push on the donation. Then if he gives the money, I give him the book and let him go and find. And then we tell him he has free classes. Understand? You try to explain your, you see this verse, see that verse. Somebody interested, you can. I don't say no. But it's difficult to find such a person.
Giving a donation, they are not in the mood of buying a book. Will they read the book?
He will take it back. If we don't read, someone will read. Most of the case, someone else read. Like him, his father kept the book, but he read. Huh? Your father bought the book, right? He kept in his cupboard. Is it?
We have one more. We have one more devotee like that. His mother bought. His mother left. He read them.
So, understand, it doesn't matter because the book will do the job, no? You follow?
Like, we don't give the books for free. We must take money from them.
So you take donation. You're not giving free. That's why you won't throw. No, no, this book they gave me, I'll keep, You understand? So that's the technique actually. If you try to go there and give big class, you get frustrated. Nobody wants to hear your thing, because they're so fallen. So to help, oh, you're helping, okay, now $5 you take, $10. At least you got the money and you got the book out. Correct? And you can do more. So much you can do. You understand? That's why the devotees, they were going Russia, they come back with 3 books only. I said, what you doing? Talking about how? Then next day, after I teach them, next day they went, they sold 50 books. Understand? It's technique, how to do. Listen, we are experienced, no? I mean, this is how many years we are doing. I train all of them also like that. As Tattvavid and what Mahaprabhu, they put the table and they sit behind the table, selling. And I went there, I said, what kind of, come out of the table. You don't sit in the table, outside. And you pushing. Then, yes. Understand? You need to train. Training is important. You don't know how to do. Actually, you think you know, but you don't. Especially you see nowadays, they hold the book like Gita, Gita, sir, Gita. You can't sell like that. Man, nobody who cares about your Gita. You understand now? So you have to go down there, go out with him and give him the book. And he will take in the hand. It's for you, sir, for you. He takes the book in the hand. No, we are doing this feeding program. We are doing this. Can you help with a donation? And you see a big book, he won't give you $2. You understand? It's psychology. Then you don't take back the book from the hand. If you take back, then it's finished. You will go with the book in his hand. You're holding in the technique. Understand? You must know how to do. You follow? This training is how you ask them. They all are trained. Then yes, then you sell the book. So you have to know how to. You understand? It's not everything you have to learn now. You understand? Everything. That's how Prabhupada taught us everything. Not that he just kept classes and he go home and sleep. No. How to do the books, how to cook, what to cook, how to preach, how to clean, how to everything. Huh?
Everything A to Z.
Everything. That's why a devotee, especially from our kind of training, everything he must know. He knows how to worship, he knows how to sing, he knows how to preach, he knows how to collect money, like in my case, even book printing also we know. Everything. Not one thing we are left behind. Under our eyes came, if I send someone, he doesn't cry, he manages. How many phone call I get here? I don't get any. Not the way I train someone. You go there and you do. You won't call and say, Prabhu, no way. So you are exposed to every thing, It's training.
But when we are talking to someone, but we are not so much that we can put the words. How to memorize?
Go out and distribute books. Then you will memorize. Because there is on job, on what they say, OGT, on job training. When you go out there and you're preaching, then you, hey, what is that verse? What is that? You will come back and ask. And then you'll remember. You understand? If you don't do that, you try artificially, it's difficult. You have to be, the words. Now you ask me a question, I'm what?
In Norwich Road time, they used in Norwich Road time they used to have building the building Saturday, Sunday.
I force them all. Saturday or Sunday morning program finish, book distribution. You go every flat, Now I don't know. I'm going to get permit, So many.
If everyone
In fact, last time when I first started, we go every night. We go out. We go to the flat, Angmokyo, Topa, distribute door to door. Those days they don't require permit, just go and because some guy will call, but
recently
no problem. We used to raise money also like that. Every day we go. But now we don't do. We lack manpower. So many problems. Permit. That can according to Tatvavi, you get the permit, you can go. But some guy will call the police. So you got to be careful. You know how to handle yourself. You understand? We got the permit, then you no problem. You are covered. You can go knock the door. Usually we see the Indian houses, Of course, we go to the Chinese and Malay also. We'll go, they'll give a donation. But some guy, Catholic, Christian, not happy, they will call the police. And the police will call you down, talk to you again, see you on the phone. So we also know what kind of flat will be good, what kind of flat is difficult. The one on the corridor, long one like that, easy. Then the one got 4-room flat, four, that difficult. Nobody open the door. And they go even to the 1-room flat one, better people are poor, they more kind. And see, we know where to go, what to do, all the so many years, out there. Every day to go, every day out.
Why the poor are interested in giving? Why the rich are not
Huh?
so easily giving? The poor is said in one group people that very easily giving, which I have noticed too. Who are
The one who's rich, puffed up. The same thing, the lawyer, the doctor, they're very puffed up. They hardly give donation. Smaller people, they easily compassion they give. So by trial and experience, how to go, who to go. Of course, now we do the book stall, easier because manpower, headache, so many problems. Now to everybody go and nobody here. Those days, the temple, you don't have so much activity. All go out, preach. Different. Now it's different. Like Montreal now, every day they go distribute book on the road. Singapore, I think India they also go. Pondicherry they go. They stand on the road every day, every day. Ours is different. I think ours. I had the bookstore in that Meenak Jewelers. We had our book table there permanent. All our devotees are trained there. Go. Now we don't have that place anymore. He is trying to get the place again. So once the place he gives again, then you can go. Every day you got time, evening you can go. Yeah. But that problem is that we are only in Little India, We are not in other parts. So that's also a problem. We only attract Indian, we don't attract the others. Of course, we started the Chinese preaching. Trying. Chinese are not easy to handle. It's difficult. But not saying we don't try, we are trying. You understand? Chinese people are not easy. The more dark skin you have, the worse it is. They just don't like anybody black. Something in this thing. If it's the Bengali worse still, their blood, rise up and so many problems. More and more you go down, the more and more your body, you are into the body. I think animals are very much into the body, right? Me and mine. I'm Singaporean. This is my country. Who are you, foreigner? Right? Hopefully you come back as a rat. No, who knows? You understand? That we know. You don't know. So we have to tolerate and preach. So if you like to go, yeah, you can get the permit and go. To be bold. Flats are easier because no security, no nothing. Condos all cannot go with security numbers, guard, everybody. How to do? They don't like to take also. I think maybe poison. I'm telling you, you go out, you know what you're dealing with. Usually we don't give prasad. We just give the books and get donation. People are different now. Their brains all are different. Indian are different. No prasad. Oh, you fall down at your feet and then you put on his head and you take that. Yeah, please, what prasad? In Australia, we had a fight. I remember because we were giving cookies and then the daughter took and the man was not happy. The father came to fight, punching. No, every country. India is the best now because everybody is religious, pious. Outside India, different ball game. So we have to adjust. Everywhere is different.
Women can go for something.
Go together. Don't go alone. Together. Alone, I won't recommend. Man, yeah, can go alone. Woman, go and knock somebody's house all alone. And if you are knocking the door alone, somebody is covering you also. Not that you alone you do and then best is that you go to the book table. You door to door. I mean you can if you got guts, but I won't recommend.
So is it that the Mataji must go with their Prabhus or we can join them or should we call Prabhus?
If you can go alone with another Mataji, no problem.
If the Mataji we join or should we join with our own Prabhus?
If you think you can join, why not? But I would recommend you go to the book table or you go to our expo. Go there. You don't do door to door. Very difficult. Is it climb? You got to walk. Not easy. You understand? I know because this all something we have done so many years. And then you don't know which door you knock again, another headache, and then the guy, I mean, very big headache. You go to the book table, you stand there and you distribute. That's it. Then also people come, you preach to them and take their number. Or even if you don't want to do that, you have so many names. You can go online and call them. And you can preach there also, all favorable. And then Sunday they come, you entertain them, you bring them, you tell them what's going on. And that way also can. Understand? Not necessary you must go out. Now it's all online stuff. Country is different. Deepavali month, 1 month there. Also can go. Yes. So we have got all our programs. You can always, huh?
Bhagavatam is the basis of like the question and answers being asked by Krishna and Krishna. And the purpose of our explains that these are the questions and answers which is for the benefit of the people of India. So, whatever the question and answer have been asked, is it the arrangement of Krishna? Like Krishna was, somehow helping Parikshit Maharaj ask these questions purposely, or was it Parikshit Maharaj was asking?
His basic question, what to do a person is going to die, That is the whole topic. What should I do now? I'm going to die. Now we are also going to die. Our death may not be 7 days, but we are going to die. So what we are supposed to do? That is the whole subject of the Bhagavatam. Therefore you become Krishna conscious. You try to remember him and every day they heard the pastimes. Because Mahabharata is also there, but it is not centered on Krishna. Of course, Krishna is the key player there, but his supremacy and his pastimes are not stressed. Therefore, the Bhagavatam has to be presented. So if you hear about Janma Karma Chami Divyam, you know that, then you don't come back. So hearing Bhagavatam is so powerful, purify us. Understand? That's the whole idea. How to remember. And how to remember Krishna just by looking at him is not, but if you know he did this, he did that, so much, then it's easy. Ataha Sri Krishna Nama Adi. Nama Adi means from the beginning of the name, then his form, his pastimes, paraphernalia, like this it goes. You understand? But it all starts with chanting. You follow that? That is the gist of the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is telling you to remember Krishna. How to remember Krishna? Through Krishna's activity, so many things. You understand? That's why Parikshit Maharaj, he was put into that position so that the Bhagavatam will be.
Krishna only put him in that situation. Krishna only put him in that situation so that Bhagavatam could have executed.
Yes. Died young, no? 30 over years he died.
Krishna, when we read the purpose, what are the causes, what are the things to happen in life? So we can feel actually, like they say that people will be talking or they won't have interest in body thoughts, but they will be talking on other things. And like indulgence or intoxication, whatever it's written in the purpose, it's all Krishna's arrangement. Whatever is not
I didn't understand.
So now that in many cases the symptoms of Kali Yuga, everything has been told in the Bhagavad. So is that also like Krishna's arrangement only?
Everything is Krishna's arrangement. Nothing can move without his arrangement. Okay, I give you an example. This man, he experimented and suddenly he put one stick, something. Next moment he came in the moment, it accidentally, it was left. And then he took that and experimented, what is this? And he struck a fire. Who's giving the intelligence? Krishna. And then fire means what? Oh, intoxication, smoking, everything. See how Krishna makes that correct? You see, and then he created plastic. How plastic came? And now you see, and with the plastic, the pollution is tremendous. Everybody is dying of cancer because of plastic. You understand? That's Krishna's arrangement, You follow. So that's why I say everything is bad. Only one thing good, chanting. So if you chant, and if you even die, also no loss because you're Krishna conscious. You understand, Anna? You follow? Kali Yuga, we are thinking this Kali Yuga is so great, wow, so messed up. How many Kali Yugas must pass? This is the 27th in this Manu. Huh? 27th cycle. That means each cycle, Hare Krishna. I tell you, we have wasted too much time.
the people generally chant this Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Still, that have a proper right because in demigod temples also, they during the cases of the budget, they do this.
That Muslim guy chanted haram, got the power. Sometimes you stand the word not together. Ha here and Ram there and ha and so ha and re here. Also benefit.
Then I think the big once you continue that, you can like just chant that or should
So you have to train them up. They may do the wrong thing. That's why training is important, no? Association comes in. How to chant, with whose mercy you should chant. All these things you have to learn. Initially, yeah, we encourage, but then as you come more, we tighten you up, no? Yes. Without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and chanting, it will not work, no? Yeah, there's some groups are chanting, but drinking coffee still. I think there's one group somewhere across the Perumal temple, they are chanting Hare Krishna or something. Huh? There is one guy who goes there, What do you? They may chant Hare Krishna, Hare
whenever
Krishna.
they see us,
Yeah, they drinking coffee, tea. I don't think, that's why you need a bona fide spiritual. And then you can feel the inspiration, the enthusiasm, all these things. The symptom is that you must give up your sinful life. The bhakti, parasa, virakti. Virakti means you give up all your bad habits. And if you are chanting and you're not giving up, eating your eggs or drinking coffee, something's wrong. What do you want to do? Right? Some people they come for years and years and years, no change. Why? Might be doing something, no? Yes, you follow. Now you see yourself, you have come, you're associated, and you see you're making progress, you're doing service, and you're preaching, correct? All this is giving you some drive, is it not? Ah, and that means proper association, correct?
if we have come to this direction because of the previous life, the punya, what why we have done until this age, until we come here, why we have done so much sinful activities, why we did this beginning. This one, when we have taken Diksha, we are given the Krishna accepted why we are doing such things.
That's Krishna's arrangement. Why you have to go through this? Because Krishna wants you to go through and then you lose the taste for that. You have attachment now for many things. Now, anyway, why Krishna brought you back? He could have taken you back. Why? Because we have some attachment. Want to do this, want to do that. And Krishna, then your whole life changed, what a fool I am. So that is also required in Krishna consciousness, to realize that you have been a fool. You understand? If you don't have that realization, then you won't repent. It's a state in an act of devotion. That the devotee should always reflect on how they were before. And that will bring humility. I've been a big rascal. I'm not such a big devotee. You follow? So that thing also should be there. Everything is required in Krishna consciousness. How your mind. Because sometimes you chant and you start thinking that you are a very big devotee. Huh? Oh, look how big a devotee I am. And then when you look back, what a rascal I've been, then it will humble you. Yes or not? Right? So the devotee should always, what we say, recollect on their past. What I've been doing, I was, how I could even do such a thing. Right? So that reflection is important. How long already on this class? Time. So, any last questions?
Keep continuing the session. Keep continuing the session.
9:30. I don't know. You want to go home and do all your work? Huh?
Please send a message. Please send a message.
I think many would like to come.
Please send a message.
Huh?
It must be a total area of yes. Question 20.
I think this is quite important also. You come here, personal. All right, I think if we have no more questions, we will stop here. Thank you for engaging me in Krishna conscious service. All glories to Prabhupada. How do you stop this thing? Oh, there's some people here. Huh? So there's some questions they ask me how to answer all this. Someone told me that one must become capable to engage in all pleasures of flesh to finally shed off attachment. Is it true? No. Krishna consciousness is so dynamic that by being Krishna conscious, all these other desires will be forsaken. Okay, stop here.